This is Next Steps for Seniors with your host, Wendy Jones. Each week, Wendy brings resources and information to help guide you through those next steps with your elderly parents or loved ones. You can follow, subscribe, and share on your favorite podcast platform. If you have questions for Wendy or topic suggestions, you can email us at hello@nextstepsforseniors.com or call us at 248-651-5010.
Hello and welcome to Next Steps for Seniors, Conversations on Aging. I'm your host, Wendy Jones, and our topic today is really all about the ultimate phone. And I know you're all thinking cell phones right now, but we are not talking about cell phones. We are talking about captioned phones, and really it's for those with hearing loss, because this program is about seniors and what we can be doing to put some support and love around them. Hearing loss can be hereditary or it can be environmentally driven, and over 70% of people 65 and over have some sort of hearing loss. And that is why Jennifer Weallens is here with us today. She is the National Outreach Lead for these phones. How are you, Jennifer?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me today and helping spread the word about this amazing resource.
Well, the big thing is it's free, and we're going to get into all the details, but it is shocking to me how many things in this world we pay for, and when you get something for free, it's almost like you just want to get it, even just because it's free, even if we don't need it. But because 65 and over, 70% of those people have some sort of hearing loss, this is a very popular item in the senior industry. And that's why I'm grateful to have you here today talking about it. So it's called a captioned phone. So Talk to us, what exactly is it? What does it look like? It's hard because you're on radio, but give it a shot.
I will gladly give it a shot. So a captioned phone that we provide, it does two things. First of all, it's amplified, so it's 4 times as loud as a regular phone. But sometimes louder doesn't make it better. Sometimes louder distorts what you're trying to hear. So because of that, our phones come with a screen, and that screen displays word for word what the other person is saying. So if you can't hear it, you're going to now be able to read it. And so that's the beauty of the phone. It has the amplification, and it has the screen that captions what the other person is saying, so that when someone's having a conversation and they're struggling to hear on the phone, instead of asking someone to repeat themselves or ask them, what did you just say? They don't need to do that. They can just look on the screen
and read it.
Exactly right.
And it's a huge screen, just so everyone knows. Like, it's almost the size of a laptop, I feel like, the screen.
It is. It is. It's like the size of, bigger than a Kindle. And it's great because even if you have vision issues, we have the ability to adjust the font size so that you can make it nice and large.
So how do you qualify for this, or how much does it cost? Let me ask that.
Well, that's probably the hardest part of my job, is that these phones are free. We provide them at no cost. And unfortunately, seniors are targeted, and people can't believe that it's free, but it is free. So we provide them at no cost because it's through the ADA, the Americans with Disabilities Act. And that states every American has the right to a fair and equal way of communicating on the phone. And because of that, it's fully funded through state and federal money.
And there you have it. So if you have any type of hearing loss, or really you need to be able to read versus listen when it comes to the phone, you can qualify to get one of these phones. And what do you do to qualify? Do you call a number? How do we?
Yeah, it's so simple. It is truly calling me, and we will provide my information, I'm sure, and my phone number for people to call me. I also have an email address, but that's all it takes is for you to reach out to us, and we get your information, and then we schedule a time and day to bring the phone out to you.
So you can't get it much easier than that.
Right. It's straightforward.
Can you keep your own phone number?
That's a great question. A lot of people ask that, and yes, you do. So our phone connects to your same phone line. So a lot of people have a base phone at home along with some cordless extension phones attached to that base phone, and those all will remain up and running. Ours is just an additional phone for them to use.
Okay, so everything stays the same. You just add this in.
Yes.
Right,
yes.
right. And you always obviously use that phone. So what if you don't have a landline, you can still...
Yeah, and if you don't have a landline, we can help provide a phone line. We have software within our phone that allows a phone number through VoIP, voice over internet.
Internet.
So
I was just going to say that's the new thing.
Internet, yeah, it is the new thing. But I will tell you, as much as people do get excited about our phone and they know that it's no cost, sometimes there's still a hesitation. And I can speak for my own dad. I was doing this job. I've been doing it almost 10 years, but about 2 years into it, my dad had profound hearing loss and knew what I did for a living. And he was like, no, I don't think I'm ready yet. And I'm thinking, ready for what exactly? And he finally decided he was going to get the phone because I said, which is the fact, Dad, it's so frustrating when I'm talking to you and you're answering yes when you really should be answering no, and it indicates to me...
You can't hear me.
Yeah, you're not hearing what I'm saying.
Well, and they sure as heck aren't going to admit that, God bless their hearts. Are any of us going to admit it? So the better thing is you almost just do it, right? I got you a new phone.
Yes, exactly.
So it is a fantastic option. And now what about if somebody calls and you don't pick up? Is there an answering machine on the captioned phone?
There is a built-in answering machine, which is fantastic because a lot of times people with hearing loss really struggle on the answering machine because if someone's leaving their phone number, they say it too quickly. Sometimes they mumble a little bit. And when you can read on the screen that phone number, you don't have to play that message 7 or 8 times to try and hear what was being said. You just read what's being said and you have the information right there. And it's actually a safety issue as well as a social issue to have our phones. I installed a phone for a woman. She wasn't really that interested, honestly, in getting our phone. It was her daughter who wanted her to have the phone. And so she conceded and got the phone. And when I was showing her how to work the phone, because we come out and show them exactly how it works, and we make them do some practice calls so they're comfortable and confident using the phone. But she wasn't paying any attention, and there was some eye rolling when I was showing her some things. However, we played the messages off her old answering machine, and one of them was from her pharmacist, and the pharmacist called and said, please stop taking your medication immediately. Your doctor called. Call me back as soon as you get this. And so when I played this for her off her old answering machine, I said to her, did you get this message? She goes, yeah, I did. And I go, well, thank goodness they called. She goes, what's the big deal? They just called to tell me thank you for coming in and getting your prescription. And if you have any questions, call me back. And I don't have any. And I said, oh, no, that's not what was being said. And I hate to say it, but sometimes people with hearing loss, they're filling in the gaps of sentences. They're not hearing all the words, and they're trying to piecemeal it together. And once I told her what was said, she got teary-eyed. She was like, oh, my God, can you please show me this phone again? I do need to pay attention. I do need this. It was like an aha moment for her. And so for safety reasons, she really needed to just, hear what was being said.
Well, and thank goodness for the ADA.
Yes.
Saying, okay, everybody has an option to have this phone free of charge.
Yes.
Why not? Everyone's like, well, why should I get that phone? Well, let me ask you this. Why not?
Yes, that's exactly it. You have nothing to lose. And thank you for saying that, because the fact of the matter is if you do try it out and if for any reason whatsoever it is not a fit, you send it right back. You're not signing an agreement for 12 months or 24 months. There's no contract involved.
And there's no monthly charge. There's no anything. So,
No.
I mean, it's a win-win-win as far as I'm concerned. So is OEI the actual corporate name, Outreach Education Installations?
Yeah, so we're like the sister company for CapTel. We do the marketing and service for the CapTel phone.
Okay.
So when someone calls me and they request a phone, and it doesn't matter where it's at, it's in all 50 states, and they can call me regardless of where they live. We look up to see who's closest to them, who can bring the phone to them, set it up, install it, show them how to work it, and we make the practice calls. And what's great is it's customized for their exact hearing needs. So, for example, we can set up how loud the phone rings, the tone of the caller's voice, the size and color of the font. Sometimes people have macular degeneration or other vision issues, and we take that into account with our phone as well.
And you can use it with hearing aids as well if you have hearing aids.
Correct. Some people ask, should I wear my hearing aids when I use the phone? And I say, you can or you cannot. It's up to you, because either way, you're going to be able to read what's being said.
Exactly. Okay, share your information, Jennifer. We all want to call you.
Awesome. Yeah, so my phone number is 248-550-6866. And you can call or text me. And I say that because some people can't hear it all on the phone. And so I do get text messages with questions, and you will definitely get a response.
Okay, well, I appreciate you. I'm very grateful to the ADA. And honestly, why not? That's what my question is. I don't say why, I say why not, because this is a fantastic option. So call Jennifer. If you have any loved ones, I almost say order it, because you can send it back if it's not useful.
Correct.
You're listening to Next Steps for Seniors. This is the time to embrace in your life, not be fearful of it. And that's why we're here, to give you resources, to give you information so that you can be better prepared. As long as we have the support around us that we need, we can live out our years with dignity and grace. Thanks for tuning into Next Steps for Seniors, Conversations on Aging. Did you know that Next Steps for Seniors has a business and a foundation? The foundation is a nonprofit created to bridge the financial gap between what seniors have and what they need to live safely with dignity and respect. If you're interested in attending one of our fantastic fundraising events, volunteering, or to sponsor a senior, visit us on our website at nextstepsfoundation.org. Or you can reach us at 248-651-5010. Next Steps for Seniors Foundation.